Hey, it's Jackie and welcome back to my channel for another talk through tutorial. Since the new Lana Del Rey Skims look dropped, oh my gosh, the photo shoot was incredible and my whole feed is little girls praying to Lana Del Rey. This meme, I thought it was so funny and I love the look. So I'm recreating one of my favorites that involve two cats, maybe even three, but I have two, and I wanted to try to recreate the whole photo and oh, there's a cat right here, make it into a vintage Valentine's Day card. This is the original style and the main features include super hydrated skin, peachy cheeks, Lana's classic 1960s inspired eye. In this one, it looks more like a blushing ombre lip, so that's what I'm gonna recreate, just pulling from the final image. I am loving this wig. It's another Amazon find, so I'll have it linked down below as always. And for Lana's base, her skin looked super hydrated and dewy. I love the Armani Beauty Luminous Silk Primer and Foundation together, but I'm gonna give the Nude Sticks Dewy Barrier Hydrating Stick a try for this extra dewy look. This says to dot to hydrate on the go all day. You can use it as a highlight if you like that natural glazed skin look, but I'm gonna use it as a primer today. I applied quite a bit, so it does have kind of a sticky texture to it, which is good for a primer, but I don't know how much I'd like using this on its own. You're supposed to just dot it, so maybe I used too much. Let me know if you've tried this and if you're a fan. For foundation, I've been grabbing for the Armani Beauty Luminous Silk all the time. This is the shade 4.5. I shear it out on the back of my hand. It's silky, lightweight, described as medium coverage while still keeping that satin glow finish. I always start with the problem areas, which for me are by my jawline. So I'll apply the most product here and then I try to go as thin as possible through the center of my face and it makes it appear a lot more natural. For brightening concealer, I've been loving the Yenza Super Serum Silk Concealer. This is full coverage. It is a higher end brand. I've seen a lot of great reviews for women who have more mature skin. I have found that it has not settled into fine lines at all. I love it. If you are looking for something similar on a budget that's hydrating but also really high coverage, e.l.f.'s Hydrating Camo Concealer is also a top drugstore pick. Now let's add dimension to the face. This is the Silk Bronzing Base by Yenza. I am going to be trying to recreate these photos with my cats, so I definitely don't want to get washed out. Let's use this. It's really lightweight. I'm applying quite a bit to my brush and adding it in a 3 motion around the face. So through the forehead, under the cheekbone, under the jawline, and down the neck. I've yet to do any Botox ever, so I keep it really sheer, and I'm not against Botox, by the way. I kind of want to try it, but I don't want to start getting it if you can't even tell that I have fine lines on camera. I can notice it in person in some lightings on my forehead, but I don't think that's like intense enough of a reason to get it done. But don't like pain, so we'll put it off as long as possible. I have one more serum step. This is by M Cosmetics. I love these serum drop blushes. What are they called? Color drops. And this is in Sunset Sky. Such an ethereal, cute brand by an OG YouTuber, of course. This warm coral shade is perfect for the cherub inspired look. Apply through the apple of the cheek, fading inwards, a little bit on the chin, tip of nose, forehead for an overall blushing look. I am noticing that with this as my base, it looks a little cakier. I don't think this is really meant as a primer for like high coverage foundation and concealer, so I should have used something else, but I will have to give that a go again because I have heard great things about it. But anyways, let's finally set the skin. My most used powders are by Florasis. They're super breathable, not heavy at all. I'm setting the makeup, but I still will have some of that dew coming through. The best. And can't forget my favorite part, the Lana Del Rey nose contour. I love her nose. I've always preferred using powder for detail. I find creams look more natural, but they're just way harder to get depth and detail. So that's why you see me using this little tiny brush. And like usual, I'm using Nudie from Too Faced. Moving on to brows, Lana's are soft and defined. Mine are still a little bit bigger than hers, so I've kind of brushed them down instead of up to make them appear a little less full. And this is the shade Teddy Bear by Lawless. Such a cute name. I think they're a little too dark still, so I'm gonna bring in this eyeshadow palette, which is what I'm gonna try to use for the entire eye look today. And this is from the drugstore. It's by e.l.f. Open. And I use the shade Darling, just in the brow as well. Right there. I love a cute tip, but I would not wear this as dramatic if I was gonna wear this to a date night. A great step though for a convincing nose contour is the Beauty Light Wand by Charlotte Tilbury. I don't usually use this straight to the face. I'll add a tiny amount on my hand. Still using this itty bitty brush, dipping it in, and just creating a small dot right there. And right here. I'm adding it right beside the contour, and the way it picks up the light, it really helps bring it all together. A little more on the forehead. There we go, we've added a precise sheen to the skin. And before I move on to eyes, I'm gonna prep my lips. This is my favorite brand. Let me zoom you out. For lip products, oh my gosh, this is Lawless's new collection. Forget the filler, Cherry Cola collection. I thought it suited this tutorial, and this is the best overnight lip mask. I use it during the day as well. They smell amazing. My old favorite was the Laneige sleeping mask, but this one is a bit tingly, which I love, and it definitely plumps up the lips. I love the entire range. Ooh, if you've never heard of Lawless, I would say the lip collection is the best thing to try. Whoa, sorry. We got a big bottle. Love the applicator, and it's so nice to add a little bit overlined. This one has a tint to it, the new collection. It hugs the lips so well. The huge applicator. You can probably already see that my lips have plumped up. I'll be bold and say this is my all-time favorite lip plumper. Finally, the eyes. Let's create quite a bit of depth from the nose bridge to the inner eye with a taupe shade. Again, I'm creating this entire look with one drugstore palette. It's the e.l.f. The New Classics eyeshadow palette. They're creamy eyeshadows and have 18 neutral shades. Keep defining the crease with this neutral deep brown called Earth, smoking into an outer V. The brushes I'm using, by the way, are from Rephr. They're the eye collection, and I'm not that picky with brushes, but these are so nice. I'm using drugstore shadows here. They are applying phenomenally. You might see me only using these from now on for my eyes. They are handcrafted by master artisans in Japan using natural and uncut goat hair. So if you're into vegan brushes, stick with BK. It says they're ethically sourced, but I'm not sure how that is. But wow, they do work really well. Now that we have some depth to the eye in a rounded shape, let's use eyeliner and clean up that line. The shade I'm using here is by Marcel, and it's called Mulberry. Really creamy and easy to use, and also easy to fix. Using Noir, still my favorite tiny brush, etching in that crease a little bit sharper. Blending back out into the outer V with Muse, which is a brown shade. I decided not to use a bright eye base and just go directly in with shadows to just keep it at one palette. And I think it's brightening it up quite enough. I thought about adding in a white base from Kat Von D, but you know what? I think we have enough brightness. Cleaning up with a light shadow on the brow bone. I'm patting Charmer on the outer portion of the lid. This is softening it up, making it more romantic and a little less stark 60s. Going in, making sure the lid is bright with the shade Blanc. It has a little bit of shimmer to it. I love doing classic 60s looks, like Jean Shrimpton, Twiggy, but this is a little bit more blended, so a bit more wearable. Adding in one of my favorite pencil liners. This is the Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencil. You can use this anywhere on the face, and it's the shade Dimensional Dark Brown. Applying this through the lash line. Also etch this under the bottom lash line. I did something different here. I drew a little downward swoop. I've never done this before, but it kind of mimicked an outer corner lash shadow. I'm looking at a behind the scenes photo where you can see she has quite a sharp crease. This is going to be more dramatic on my eye tape because I don't have as deep set eyes. So her crease is actually drawn right into her deep set crease. I'm doing it a little above, creating a bit more depth so I still get that shape overall. So it looks pretty similar when I'm looking straight on, but then if I tilt my head back, you can see I've added a bit more of an illusion to the eye. Trying out a new lash curler. Whoa. Next, add your favorite mascara. I was gonna do Gucci because Lana has been a Gucci muse. But I saw this at the drugstore and I wanted to try it again because this used to be my favorite drugstore mascara. It's Lash Paradise. Making sure to get my bottom lashes. Tip is to have a mirror up high so you don't get it smudged on your face. I've trimmed Ardell 817 lashes and I'm actually going to double up. So I'm taking the half that I didn't use and I'm also going to use this on the outer corner. Hoping the lip will bring together this Lana look. This is Dimensional Dark Brown. I'm using it again. If you do use these on eyes and lips, you do just have to sanitize it. Do I every time? No, but that's my advice. Keeping the cupid's bow strong. Softening this up. And in behind the scenes, I'll show you two options. I think this would be the perfect mauve lip color for some of the looks, but this one looked a little bit more ombre. So I'm gonna use a K-Beauty product to give like a blushing lip effect. This is a Muse Carrot Dew. I love these because you know in lipsticks how you can get a line sometimes? These like tint the lips and they feel so watery and light, and you can let it dry and then build it up a bit more. Final step before some touch-ups and styling, I went in with Butterfly. I just prefer powder products. I should have just used this at the beginning because it is so pigmented. It was easy to get that blushing look. I didn't have to build anything up. And then this is also really pretty over top of the lip. It gives kind of a really pretty metallic finish. The lip looks a lot more muted in some photos, but this was my favorite and I just thought it looked really pretty with kind of that pop of coral in there as well. Could have just been the editing, but I really love it. I feel like despite my best efforts, I'm not really seeing Lana in the face. I'm gonna try these contacts and be right back. Satin gloves, of course. Oops, self-tanner. Get a headshot. It's hard to style the hair the exact same, but the light is almost completely gone, so let's grab my cats and try to recreate the entire photo. I knew you'd come. Come here. Yeah, come here, honey. No, it's okay. Come here. Good boy. You ready? And good boy, Tanner. Good boy. Oh, it's okay. He is not comfortable. It's okay, baby. Maybe he just doesn't recognize that it's me. Good boy. Oh, that's good.
Tanner. Oh, you're so cute.
You don't like being a prop. Oh boy. It's okay, don't look so depressed. It's okay. Good boy, Tan, I understand. Let's try Lewis. Lulu, I know you're side-eyeing me.
Oh, that's cute. Oh, Lewis. Lulu. Poopy.
My son. My son.
You're gonna be critical, I know that, but these are cute.
No, that's cute. Now you want more treats? And at the time I'm filming this, the Skims collection hasn't come out yet, so I just have on this little vintage inspired dress. But I did put together my wish list from this collection. My top pick is this velvet lace corset. I love the color, and anything sleepwear or underwear that's a light blue, I immediately think of Perry Edwards in the Hair music video. That look lives in my head rent-free, so I love this set. I would definitely wear a little cardigan with it. Here's the dress that Lana was actually wearing. I don't normally go for tight dresses, especially in a lighter shade. I prefer slip dresses like this one in this sexy brown. I live in matching sweatsuits. This cotton fleece classic zip up in Cherry Blossom with the matching pants are really cute. Ooh, this cami and taffy tonal feels very 2004 Mean Girls to me. Very Regina, I love it. Next up, I really liked this button-up pajama dress. Again, it looks very luxurious and I love not wearing pants. My last top pick from the set is this heart pattern. I feel like I had a set like this when I was younger, so it feels a little young to me, but this type of print is still really cute, and the slippers would be my favorite out of this pattern, but of course together everything would be really adorable. Overall, my top favorite is the velvet lace corset and maybe the hot pink cami. Yeah, those two. All the makeup products are linked down below as always, and this look was very Sharon Tate as well, so if you want to check out my previous Sharon Tate tutorials, I'll have them linked, or you can check out this Slavic doll inspired winter makeup, and I'll see you in my next video.